Last season, the now 17-year-old Lamine Yamal captured the hearts of European football fans. At just 16, he had an impressive season with Barcelona and shone at the Euros with Spain. Meanwhile, the transfer of the then 17-year-old Endrick to Real Madrid was in the spotlight for months. These names are now well known among passionate football fans. But this raises the question, which talents aged 17 and under will we see alongside Yamal and Endrick at the top of football in a few years? We've listed the biggest talents from FC 25 for you. Let's start with 16-year-old Ayoub Bouhaddi from Lille. This Frenchman already stands at 6 feet 1 inch tall and plays as a central midfielder, but he can also handle a defensive midfield role. Currently, he has an overall rating of 68, with a potential of 85, with 3 stars for skill moves and 3 stars for his weak foot. He has a market value of $3 million. This makes him an affordable option for many teams looking for hidden talents. What really sets Bouhaddi apart is his speed over the first few yards, allowing him to close gaps easily. He's also very skilled with the ball at his feet, with his ball control being particularly impressive. Additionally, his passing is a strong point, whether it's short or long passes. Bouhaddi is an intelligent player who relies heavily on his vision and intuition, which is evident in his passes and defensive positioning. This enables him to intercept many passes. However, don't expect strong or hard tackles from him, as that's not his forte. All in all, we have a very balanced midfielder in the making here. Let's move on to Chris Rigo from Sunderland. This 17-year-old Englishman is a versatile central midfielder who can also play as an attacking midfielder or right midfielder. His current overall rating is 66 with a potential of 86. Like Bouhaddi, he has 3 stars for skill moves and 3 stars for his weak foot. Notably, his market value is $2.3 million, which is lower than Bouhaddi's despite his higher potential. This is mainly due to his lower current rating, but it makes him very affordable. Rigo's strengths lie primarily in his passing and dribbling. He's light on his feet, agile, and a skillful dribbler who can deliver a good pass. Additionally, he has an excellent sense of positioning in attacking situations and boasts an ironclad stamina. However, don't expect too many goals from him early in his career, as shooting is not his strongest point. But who knows how this will develop as he gets closer to his potential. With Rigo, you're getting a technically gifted player who can make a great pass and will grow significantly in the coming years. Now let's move on to Luca, a 17-year-old central defender. His current overall rating is 64, but he has the potential to grow to 86. He has 2 stars for skill moves and 3 stars for his weak foot, which is a nice bonus for a central defender. The Croatian is already an imposing figure at his young age, standing at 6 feet 3 inches and weighing 190 pounds. His strongest points lie in his physical strength. Vuskovic has a market value of 1.7 million euros, making him an interesting prospect for many clubs. This comes with good reason. He is incredibly strong, can jump high, shoot hard, and head the ball well. However, his pure defensive skills are still developing, so that's something to keep in mind. He's not the fastest player and will be better suited in his early years to a team that plays more defensively, where he can use his physical presence effectively in duels. With Vuskovic, you're getting a central defender with enormous potential, but also a player who is still a work in progress and will rely heavily on his physical attributes in the early years. Next on our list is 17-year-old attacking midfielder Rodri from FC Porto. This young Portuguese player is naturally an attacking midfielder, but he can also play centrally in midfield. His current overall rating is 66 with a potential of 86. With 3 stars for skill moves and 3 stars for his weak foot, he's decent, but not exceptional. The 3 stars for his weak foot can be a disadvantage in the center of the midfield. Mora, with a market value of 2.3 million, is very appealing for lower-level teams that can offer him plenty of playing time. What you get with Mora is a technically gifted player. He's quick over the first few yards and very agile, but above all, he has excellent balance. In this aspect, he is already among the better players worldwide at a young age. He has a good understanding of the game and is very useful in attack with his vision. He knows exactly where to place his passes and often finds himself in the right spot in the attack. Although he can also play as a central midfielder, I would primarily use him as an attacking midfielder. His weaknesses lie mainly in the defensive and physical aspects of the game. His stamina isn't great and he doesn't know how to dispossess an opponent effectively. So keep him up front and let him shine with his footballing skills. If you've enjoyed the video so far, hit that like button to support the channel. Is there a position or group of players you want to know more about? Drop it in the comments and we'll dive into it. Now, we have our only striker on this list, 17-year-old Frenchman Georges Ilenikena from Monaco. This pure striker, like defender Vuskovic, is an impressive physical presence. His current overall rating is 72, with a potential of 86, although some players have seen him grow beyond 90. George has 3 stars for skill moves and 3 stars for his weak foot, which isn't great, but not bad either. His market value is 5.5 million, the highest on this list. confirming his immediate qualities. As I mentioned, he is physically imposing at 6 feet and 186 pounds, and that's at just 17 years old. He's also very fast, can jump high, and has a knack for being in the right place at the right time to score goals. Additionally, he's good with the ball at his feet, allowing him to execute a decent dribble. He can play along well and does okay in combination play, but don't expect more than a simple pass or direct return after receiving the ball. He's a striker who functions best in the opponent's penalty area. He's much less dangerous from outside the box. He fits the role of a poacher plus. So all in all, you'll need to dig deep into your pockets to acquire Queda, but in doing so, you're likely securing a future top striker. Now, we move to Norway, where we find 17-year-old attacking midfielder Sverre Halles Nipan from Rosenborg. This young Norwegian is incredibly versatile. Besides his natural position as an attacking midfielder, he can also play as a striker and central midfielder. Nipan starts with an overall rating of 66 and has a potential of 86. Moreover, he's the first player on our list with both 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot, which is a nice boost. Nipan has a market value of 2.3 million, making him attractive for smaller teams that can afford him and give him plenty of playing time. He could also be a good investment for bigger top clubs, with a few loan spells before breaking into the first team. His strengths really lie in the technical aspects of the game. For a midfielder, he's quite fast, super agile, and has a solid stance. He excels with the ball at his feet. Whether he's taking on a dribble or using his vision to set up a teammate in a scoring position, this is where he shines. He knows exactly where to position himself in an attack, and with his stamina, he can keep going for the full 90 minutes. Although he can also play as a striker, his strengths don't lie in scoring goals. But who knows how this might develop in the future. As a central midfielder, don't expect any crunching tackles from him either. With Nipan, you're mainly getting a true footballer. Next, we head to South America, where we find 17-year-old Kendry from Independiente del Valle. This attacking midfielder from Ecuador can also play as a right winger or central midfielder, but he excels as an attacking midfielder. His current overall rating is already 72, and he can grow to 87, with some players seeing him surpass 90 in just 4 seasons. He has 4 stars for skill moves and 3 stars for his weak foot. Páez is the first and only player on our list with more than one playstyle. He actually has 4: pinged pass, technical, first touch, and trickster. An incredible collection of playstyles, if you ask me. Along with the previously mentioned striker Queda, he has the highest market value on our list at 5.5 million. But considering what you get in return, this is an absolute bargain. Where to start with this young man's strengths? He's a very fast player, especially for a midfielder. Additionally, he's highly technical, skillful with the ball, and agile. He has a great understanding of the game and can reach teammates with all kinds of passes, from long to short. Moreover, he has a good shot and knows exactly where to position himself in an attack. His weaknesses are mainly physical and mental. His composure isn't great, and he's not very aggressive. But these are hardly weaknesses when someone is so incredibly good at football. So, if you have a few million to spend and are looking for a future superstar, Kendry is your man. For our next player, we stay in South America and move to Buenos Aires, specifically to River Plate. Here we find 16-year-old Argentine Franco. Like other players on this list, he is an attacking midfielder, but he can also play as a right midfielder. His current overall rating is 71, with a potential of 88. With 3 stars for skill moves and 3 stars for his weak foot, he's not particularly special in that regard. His market value is 4.7 million, making him a bargain in modern football. In terms of qualities, he is quite similar to the previously discussed Páez. is very fast, especially over the first few yards, allowing him to easily leave opponents behind. His strengths lie mainly in his ball control, agility, and balance. He has excellent short passing and a good understanding of spaces and positioning. In possession, he is a well-balanced player with few real weaknesses. When he's not in possession, he is less effective. He has little sense for defending spaces, intercepting passes, and tackling is definitely not his strong suit. But that's not what you bring an attacking midfielder in for. With Mastantuono, you're getting a pure footballer who will have the crowd on their feet. Now we move back to Europe, to sunny Barcelona, where La Masia presents its latest talent to the football world. Central defender Pau Kubarsi. This 17-year-old starts with an overall rating of 72, which can rise to at least 88. He has 2 stars for skill moves, which is less relevant for a central defender, but his 4 stars for his weak foot are a significant advantage in the center of defense. With a market value of 5.5 million, Kubarsi is among the most expensive players on our list. It won't be easy to convince Barcelona to part with their talent, but in the world of FC 25, anything is possible. Kubarsi is a defender as you would expect from La Masia, an excellent defender with significant footballing qualities. Defensively, he can read the game well and is capable of regaining possession in various ways, whether through interceptions, standing tackles, or sliding tackles. What stands out about him is his ball control and passing. He might be the best passer on this list, both over long and short distances, which is remarkable for a central defender. However, his game is not without weaknesses. Kuari is on the slower side and not the strongest player on the field, which can cause problems against strong and fast strikers. With Kuari, you're getting a modern defender who can also contribute offensively with his incisive passes. And now we come to the last player on our list, and perhaps the biggest talent, Queda. This 17-year-old Portuguese player is the latest gem from Sporting Lisbon's academy and has already had several opportunities to experience the first team. Queda is naturally a right winger, but he can also function well as a left winger. His current overall rating is 70, which can grow to at least 88, but I wouldn't be surprised if he surpasses 90 after a few seasons. He combines 4-star skill moves with 4-star weak foot, giving him a very reasonable market value of $4 million in FC25. His strengths lie mainly in his speed, agility, and dribbling skills. With his speed and agility, defenders can't keep up with him. This, combined with his ability to keep the ball close and under control, makes him a deadly dribbler. Moreover, he has excellent stamina, allowing him to keep making plays throughout the match. Queda is capable of making decent short passes and has good positioning in attack, but he is at his best with the ball at his feet. Don't expect long-range shots like we often see from wingers cutting inside, such as Salah or, in the past, Arjen Robben. Additionally, he isn't the strongest physically and lacks the aggression to compensate for this. But these aren't the reasons you would sign a winger. And with that, we've come to the end of this list. Whether we'll see another story like Lamine Yamal's in FC25 this year remains to be seen. It's rare to see such a young player rise to the top of European football so quickly. The comparison with Endrick promises to be very interesting and exciting in the coming years. However, the players on our list also represent a bright future for top-level football. Do you think we've missed any players? Let us know in the comments below the video. Thanks for watching.